So I've covered the Madagascans, What If 1 in 72 battle group. I've covered the Marmatians. Now we'll look at the last force in the Wargame series. Totally made up. These are the Oilms. The Oilms have lost some of their land to the Marmatian militia, supported by the Russians. Due to the Oilms having lots of oil, they are supported by Nato. They're a mix of old equipment, sort of modelled on the Turkish army, and newer equipment vaguely modelled on the Saudi army. So the Oilms have a mix of high-end kit and very old kit. They are, however, tank and engineering heavy, very light on infantry, and whilst I wait for the next drawdown of funds, very light on aircraft at the minute, only halfway through the air support. So the Oilms follow more of a Nato model. They've received some very good pieces, and we'll go through those now. So Oilms have some M1A1 tanks, dozer and mine roller equipped. They've got some LAVs and a Predator for recce. They've got some LAV air defence, LAV anti-tank and support vehicles, and they've got a light armoured screening unit. The majority of the Oilum kit is, however, obsolete. So we've got M60A3s, got Centurion 105s, Centurion Avrays, recovery vehicles, Saracens, M113 ambulances, and then some M113 personnel carriers. They have received some Bradleys, M2A2s, and there's the infantry, again with some older armoured support, an M60 engineer vehicle, an Avray, and then some light mortars, 120mm mortars. Engineering assets are quite a strength of the Oilms, and they will need it to cross the terrain and the barriers which the Marmatians have set up. I'll come on to terrain separately. It's blowing a gale, I'm not sure why. The bulk of the Marmatian armour remains fairly obsolete. Bit of cannon fodder really. However, they've got some good anti-aircraft with the marksman systems. They've also got some lighter air mobile anti-aircraft. They've got some very obsolete artillery pieces and some brand new Panzerhaubitz 2000 modern artillery pieces with the game-changing HIMARS. So this would account for why the Marmatians have got so much Panzer and low-level air defence system. They've got the venerable F5E Tiger II, which I need to get a few more of, and then a flight of F-16 CD models, one of which is equipped with the HARM. Now, I didn't realise that the HARM targeting pod hasn't been exported, so I probably need to pull it off. I've got some laser guided bombs. So the F-16s are really the centerpiece of the Oilum forces, and they're going to be heavily utilised in any war game. And they've got some decent recovery assets, some MRAPs. They are very light on infantry, and the reserves have still got the obsolete Saracens. So the Oilums are very much a work in progress. They will have some F-15Es, giving them strike support, some helicopters as well. And I'll bring the helicopters out now. Now, some aspects of the Oilms remain very much a work in progress. They fly the AH-1W attack helicopter, seen here. They also have some lighter units, air portable, air mobile units. And I will be adding a Chinook, which I've got upstairs, and a couple of Pumas to give them some mobility. Obviously, the thing to bear in mind, and as witnessed by the war in Ukraine, this helicopters are extremely vulnerable now. So are aircraft. So toss bombing, loft bombing, low level attacks. That's the way the game will be played and won. So let me know who you think will win out of the Oilms, the Marmatians, and the Madagascans. Work in progress, waiting for the next budget allocation one day.